This week's episode of MTN Outdoors. I'm Andy Curtis, and I don't want to jinx anything, but this year's fire season has actually been kind of tame when compared to years past. Now, we still have some fires blazing out there in the state, though, so in this week's episode, we'll catch up with the brave men and women battling the Elmo fire. But first, remember those historic floods that hit the state back in June? Of course you do. Well, it turns out they did more than just destroy homes and cause havoc in our towns. They also changed our rivers. MTN's Haley Monaco hit the water and tells us how.
After June's floods, many of the rivers in southern Montana are forever changed, with new channels and debris you may not be able to see, and that means new dangers for those on the water.
The entire Stillwater is pretty much changed.
The historic June floods that ripped homes from riverbanks also drastically altered the rivers themselves. But to learn just how much has changed, you have to hop on a raft like this one and see it for yourself. Tim Hedin with Absaroka River Adventures took us out on the Stillwater River to show us some of the major changes the river now has since the flooding.
It's a completely new river. I've been here guiding for 27 years, and our first few floats down this section were completely new.
It's kind of changed, but like you look straight in front, that channel never existed before. The river just tore through that.
Aside from the new channels in the river, there's also a long list of debris to keep an eye out for. That's not just downed trees and boulders.
So there's metal, there's car parts, there's decks, there's hot tubs.
And it's not just the Stillwater. Hedin also guides tours on the Yellowstone.
Just talking to a fishing guide, he said there's a Ford F-150 down the river below where we take out.
Many backcountry lakes also look drastically different in the wake of the floods. This is Island Lake above Mystic, where a natural dam gave way, leaving sandy shorelines that never existed. The lake now a shell of its former self. But few have seen these backcountry changes, with trees now toppled on trails and bridges like this washed out. But back on the Stillwater, there is a silver lining to this altered landscape.
The floods washed some rocks out, and it's just become a much more fun river.
Hedin says the river is lower than it typically is this time of year, and with new rocks below the surface, there's new rapids to explore.
If you are coming out boating, especially as water keeps getting lower, you just got to keep your eyes open.
On the Stillwater River, Haley Monaco, MTN News.
It's our homes, our houses, our livelihoods in here and stuff like that. So it's really been intense, like an adrenaline high for this whole week, just trying to get everything done and protect everything and everybody and your neighbors and your place, and then your neighbor's place, then your place.
The volunteer firefighters with the Chief Cliff Volunteer Fire Department were some of the first people on scene the day the Elmo fire started, right in their backyards.
Oh, it's scary. It's really scary. It's never going to happen in your backyard. It's never going to happen right here. It's never going to happen to your neighbors. But here it did.
When Assistant Fire Chief Ben Adams arrived at the fire just a few minutes after it had started, it had already blown up. The flame lengths were already reaching 15 to 20 feet, and the wind had picked up.
You want to do something, but it's to the point where you can just basically just watch it, and it's just really humbling. And, it's hot, low visibility, lots of smoke. It's the smoke, it's choking.
With the fire being in their community, the volunteers were able to use the knowledge of the weather and landscape to their advantage. The firefighters had to evacuate their neighbors and friends, not knowing what would happen to their homes.
It's really close to home. It threatened my homes, my family's ranch, stuff like that. My neighbors' houses. There's a whole bunch of us on the department. It's right in our back door coming across here. It's been a pretty emotional week and stuff like that because it was right in our backyard and in our homes and stuff like that, So, we all lost a little something over it.
The volunteers are tired from the nonstop events of the past week. Many of them have not seen their kids and families and have property damage of their own to worry about.
Most of us haven't got a lot of sleep since this thing started, so everybody's starting to come down, relax. We got our trucks in today and washed everything and kind of got together and had a meal here all together and kind of came together and started talking and kind of recovering.
Now, the volunteers must get back to their jobs and begin restoring what was lost.
Get back to getting our lives put back together. And it's going to take a little while.
In Dayton, Kiana Wilson, MTN News.
Chances are this exhibit here at Montana Wild in Helena is the closest you'll ever actually get to a mountain lion. At least that you know of. The big predators are pretty secretive animals and do a great job of avoiding us humans. But what should you do if you run across one of these feisty felines in the wild or in town?
That was the question that these Great Falls residents recently had to ask themselves when they found one of these big cats in their house. Luckily, they called authorities and the lion was removed without injury to any person involved. But scenes like this aren't really that strange.
Every year we have them in and around our communities, whether it's Billings or Helena or Great Falls. It seems like there's, mountain lions that people run into, and as our population continues to sort of spread out, that's likely going to continue to be something of a annual occurrence.
So what do you do if you see a lion? If you're in town, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks urge you to call 911 or animal control and do not approach the cat. But if you're out on the trail in mountain lion country, Greg Lemon with FWP says it's important to give the animal space and stay calm.
Do you encounter one that seems to be curious or aggressive, it's really important not to run. You want to try to get big. If you've got a sweatshirt or a jacket on, you want to open it up, make noise, wave your arms around and have your dog close, bring your kids close, and just be slow and deliberate and loud with your movements, but do not run.
And even though it's called bear spray, it's also a pretty good deterrent for mountain lions or any other dangerous animal. So keep a canister handy. It's also important to remember that lion attacks on people are very, very rare. If you find yourself in that situation, though, FWP recommends not playing dead.
In the rare circumstance you are attacked by a mountain lion, you want to respond aggressively, fight hard, protect your neck and protect your vitals. That's kind of a general rule with any attack. An uncommon circumstance that's really not something people need to worry about. It's just something people need to be aware of when they're out and about.
For more information about mountain lion safety, check out this story on our website. Reporting from Helena, Andy Curtis, MTN News. First try. Cherries are big business in western Montana, even when the weather isn't exactly cooperating. MTN's Sean Wells has more.
We got here at about 8 o'clock.
Joel Olhausen travels all the way from Choteau to pick cherries at Odell's Orchard off Highway 35 in Yellow Bay.
I think we're pretty close to 40 pounds.
Joel Yu picks cherries at Odell's Orchard each summer. He says the sweet cherries keep him coming back and can be enjoyed year-round.
We do lots with them. Everything from my wife baking, we flash freeze them and then freeze them, and they're actually a good wintertime snack.
Sean Odell and his wife have operated the orchard for the last 30 years. They provide ladders, boxes, and cherry buckets for a memorable you-pick experience.
When they pick them, they sort through them on the trees, and they come up with just gorgeous fruit.
Odell's Orchard is made up of 430 cherry trees sitting on 4.5 acres overlooking Flathead Lake. Families can pick as much fruit as they want at $2.50 a pound.
We've had one group come in, and they over a period of a couple of days, they picked 130-pound boxes, 3,000 pounds.
Down on Finley Point, operations at the Cherry Grower Cooperative is in full swing with roughly half of this year's harvest already processed.
1,500 bins is 450,000 pounds, so hopefully we'll come in around 900,000 pounds or maybe even closer to 1 million pounds, which would be really good considering what we've had to deal with.
1 million pounds may sound like a lot of cherries, but Field Representative Brian Campbell says that's one of the smaller crops on record in the last 2 decades.
We had 2 hailstorms come through the valley, and one of them in particular took out about 1/4 of the volume for the co-op. So that was a huge hit. It was the worst hailstorm I've ever seen around here.
Despite the small crop, Brian says the cherries look and taste better than ever.
Overall, it's really good quality and it's coming off real well. And luckily we haven't had any delays from weather now during harvest, like rain. So it's going pretty smoothly.
Brian says cherries will continue making their way into the co-op for the next 2 weeks, while Sean says Odell's orchard will remain open until all the cherries are picked. On Finley Point, Sean Wells, MTN News.
It's always ski season if you're meteorologist Curtis Grevenance. He'll take us to a ski slope that's still open here in August when we come back.
MTN Outdoors continues after this. We now return to MTN Outdoors.
So for this next story, we're going to do something that I typically don't like to do too much, and head outside of Montana. That's because if you know where to look, it turns out it's ski season pretty much anytime you want it to be. Luckily for us, MTN meteorologist Curtis Grevenance knows where to look, and he'll take us to a ski resort that's open even here in August. But before we do that, we'll catch up with a group in Lewis and Clark County that's using good old-fashioned horsepower to fix some trails in the Montana backcountry.
The Last Chance Backcountry Horsemen are working to renovate trails up in the Big Belt Mountains that were destroyed during the Woods Creek Fire. This group, one of 17 chapters in the state, works to preserve the usage of and heritage of equine in the state and country. They work alongside organizations such as the Forest Service in order to preserve trails and maintain the backcountry.
Stock use is a tried and true tradition, and we firmly believe it needs to continue.
After the Woods Creek Fire in the Big Belt Mountain Range, many trail systems were left charred and difficult to traverse. The Last Chance Backcountry Horsemen are working alongside the Forest Service by bringing 300 4-foot wood planks out to 10 former bridge locations. These small bridges are used to make a horse or mule's journey easier while crossing creeks.
We work on motorized trails, we work on trails for everybody, and that's important to us, to all of us.
The group plans to be gone August 12th through 14th, and the party will consist of 23 members and an additional 4 people from the Forest Service. Once the wood planks are set in the proper location, the Montana Conservation Corps will then come in and build the bridges. Reporting in Helena, Tom Buchanan, MTN News.
Timberline Lodge is the only ski area in North America that is still open, running the lifts for the public. The high-altitude resort near the top of Oregon's Mount Hood is having a season for the record books. Timberline ski area has recorded nearly 600 inches of snow since last September. While 49 feet of snow is a lot, that quantity is not a record amount. Like Montana, Oregon and Washington had a very cool and wet spring, preserving the mountain snowpack. A few years ago, Timberline had to close early because of too little snow. This year, the ski area has extended its season through late August with the amazing snowpack. Now, the resort does farm snow in the winter, packing it down with snowcats, and each day surfaces are groomed, which also preserves the snow surface. Mount Hood hosts a number of national ski teams and ski camps in the summer months. This year, racers and freestyle competitors, along with the public, get an extended season. Timberline plans on closing on August 21st, only so that they can start preparing for next season. Don't you just love summer? And now you're a little more weather-wise.
Kind of disbelief. I think everybody in the mountain climbing community, even beyond Glacier Mountaineering Society, has commented about how difficult it is to lose somebody of that caliber on a climb.
The mountaineering community in northwest Montana are mourning the loss of 2 well-known, highly respected climbers who passed away in a terrible accident on Dusty Star Mountain in Glacier National Park.
They were both very accomplished mountaineers. As far as climbing in Glacier is concerned, they've climbed some of the most technical, difficult peaks in the park.
Mountaineering enthusiast Ralph Thornton connected with Jack and Brian through Glacier Mountaineering Society, a group of people interested in outdoor mountaineering in northwest Montana.
That's probably the biggest value is meeting other people and enjoying the camaraderie of the mountain environment.
Ralph says Jack and Brian were a great team together with a long history of tough climbs spanning decades.
They were attempting to do a more technical route on the mountain, which is where they fell.
The Glacier County Sheriff's Office says Jack and Brian likely suffered a fall between 800 to 900 feet. The cause of the fall is still under investigation.
We don't know whether they were ascending still or whether they had reached the summit and were coming back down. A fall of that nature could happen in either one of those instances.
Swan Lake resident Al Hoffmeister climbed dozens of peaks with Jack and Brian over the years. He says both men always gave back to the climbing community, mentoring young climbers, passing along their knowledge.
Their web is huge. They had so many contacts because of their willingness to share that joy with everyone.
Ralph says it's still hard to fathom the loss. He had spent 3 days in the backcountry with Brian just a week before the accident.
We had a great backpacking trip and lots of good conversation around the cooking area in the evening. And to then just a week later find that he has passed in this terrible way is a tremendous shock.
In Kalispell, Sean Wells, MTN News.
There's a new way to watch the skies in Helena. We'll show you where when MTN Outdoors returns.
MTN Outdoors continues after this. We now return to MTN Outdoors.
Having good aim is an acquired skill. Doesn't matter if we're talking about with a rifle or a frisbee. And coming up in these next two stories, two groups hope to improve your aim with both.
Shooting is a popular sport here in Montana, and when it comes to competition, placing is always the goal. The Laurel Shooting Education Program that practices here at Riverside Park has a team that not only finished third in the state, but top 16 nationally. Bridget and Emerson Thomas and Zoe Kogelman have been shooting BB guns for a good portion of their young lives.
Our club night is consists of 2 targets. So today we did a 5-minute round, but on our nights we shoot club, we do 10 minutes for 2 times each kid.
The club is focused on safety first, and those new to shooting BB guns have constant coaching.
Our new kids that are that 8 to 10 age range, they come out and we have coaches with all the kids. We don't allow other shooters to help the first year and maybe a second year shooter.
The Laurel Shooting Club has been around for over 30 years, and kids from ages 8 to 15 can sign up to become a member of the Yellowstone Young Guns.
Our club offers club guns for kids that first come into it. Usually if a kid's doing well, parents will purchase a gun, then that allows them to take it home and practice at home as well.
The team consists of 40 members, and ultimately 7 total are picked to compete at nationals. Their commitment to excellence paid off at the state tournament on April 23rd and 24th in Manhattan, where they took 3rd place out of 19 teams in the state, which then led them to nationals, which took place in Rogers, Arkansas over the 4th of July weekend, where they finished in the top half of competing teams.
All the kids did well. The usual gun malfunctions issues we had, but the kids overcome and came right back to the next target and shot very well.
The kids are tested on 4 different shooting positions: prone, sitting, kneeling, and standing. But that's not all they're tested on.
There's also a classroom and testing portion of the state event, but during the season when we have club, the kids spend half hour, 45 minutes in the classroom every night, once a week, before they come out and shoot, and are learning the safety aspects of handling guns and gun safety knowledge.
This helps ensure that the kids are not just skilled shooters, but also skilled students. In Laurel, Phil Van Pelt, MTN News.
It's a beautiful day out for a round of disc golf, and that's what I'm doing now. The course here at Warden Park just got improved too, thanks to a very supportive community.
The game of disc golf is looking to grow in Great Falls and has gotten some attention at Warden Park. With enough donations, the Electric City Disc Golf Club was able to put in new concrete pads, adding safety to the course. The club has seen varying numbers over the years, but have over 30 participants in league this year and are enjoying the nice weather with a sport they love.
We started basically around 2014, 2015, kind of got together and, you know, started raising money to get some courses built. Started getting bigger and you know, more competitive, and you know, we've got a pretty big scene in town now.
Looks can be deceiving, as there is some strategy to the game.
Behind that big pine that's way down there, it's kind of a bank of pine trees.
What's your approach to it?
Pretty technical shot. We've got a lot of wind coming right to left. Gonna throw a stable driver, something that's gonna want to finish hard to the right.
Strategy I wasn't aware of, but quickly picked up on thanks to Drew and Shane, who are much better than I am.
The community as a whole is the reason why our disc golf courses are here. Every donation that we get is from local businesses, you know, and all of the work that's put into all these courses are just 100% volunteer, you know, manpower. So it's the local businesses that donate us the money and the local volunteers that help us build. And so as a whole, Great Falls has provided these wonderful courses.
We had discs and a course, so we figured why not play a few holes and test out the new pads. I had a few decent shots.
Look at that.
Some other not so decent shots.
Right. Second hole, tee shot let go of it a little early, but I am learning a lot from these guys, and you can tell that they've been at it a while.
But at the end, learned the Disc Golf Club welcomes anyone willing to try it, as well as those willing to get into a tree or cross a street from time to time in case your disc doesn't go where you want. The club also has league every Sunday at 4 p.m. at Warden Park. In Great Falls, Asher Lined, MTN Sports.
Spending time outside means spending time under a vast open sky, especially here in Montana. And if you've ever wondered what's going on up there, MTN's Tom Buchanan has a story for you.
The Montana Learning Center has added to their fleet of stargazing equipment, a process that has taken 4 years. The telescope, known as the 24-inch Ritchie-Chrétien, is among some of the most powerful of any publicly accessible telescopes in the state of Montana. Now, the telescope sits in the Solar System Observatory that will be accompanied by 2 other telescopes used for specifically looking at the sun, moon, and planets. Now, while campers at the Montana Learning Center are able to utilize these incredible tools to witness the universe, adults, you are not out of luck, and you are also able to rent out a telescope to join in on the fun.
Well, that should just about do it for us here this week at MTN Outdoors. Thanks for spending some time with us. And remember, if you have any story idea that takes place here in the great outdoors of this treasure state of ours, send me an email about it at andy.curtis@ktvh.com. It doesn't even have to be a good idea. Send it my way and I'll see if I can make it into a future episode. But until then, stay safe and I'll see you out there.